Show, hosted by your man Ty,
Your boy Dread.
every Tuesday and Friday, 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Join us each week where we talk to our special guests about their life experiences. So tap in.
It's going down.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Soul Project show. Thank you for joining us. Our co-host, my brother, Jersey Dread, will be tapping in a minute. We got a great show for you all today. It's going down. We got my man, my bro, my homie, Coach Kevin Cobbs out of Memphis, Tennessee, / Millington, Tennessee. He's a football skill trainer, coach extraordinaire, man. He's gonna chop it up with us about his training program that he has and his organization that work with the youth. So it's gonna be dope. But like we always do here at the Soul Project Show, before we get started, we have to pay some bills. Shout out to all the O.L.L.I Life and Soul Project sponsors. True Vine Publishing, my brother Tim Bonds, who always support everything that we have going on. So you go follow him, Tim Bonds, over at True Vine Publishing. It's all good. Shout out to True Vine Publishing. To my brother Antonio Kelly over at Fade Doc Barbershop. Go check him out. Holler at him, man. If you want to get your line right, your tape right, your fade, man, you can check him out. He's located in Antioch. Go follow Fade Doc Barbershop on Instagram and all social media platforms. My guy Dijon Boutique, Dijon_BTQ on Instagram. That's my brother Deontay. If you just look and everything like that, you can get with him. Shout out to Handles and Buckets, the whole Campbell family. Salute. What's going on, bro?
What up?
I'm just paying the bills, shouting out all these O.L.L.I Life and Soul Project sponsors, man. So we got Handles and Buckets. Shout out to the Campbells, to my bro Moby out there in Memphis, Teelan.athletics. Go follow him. If you're a young black or brown young lady in need of mentoring, Define Design, go check them out, definedesign.org. Be About Change, Marcel Hernandez over there. Salute to them. We got the summer sessions going on every Saturday at Hadley Park Community Center. If you're interested in being a part of that, you could DM myself or Dread, or you can just follow Be About Change and hit up Marcel Hernandez, man. Shout out to my homegirl Candace Stewart from Braids, and More Braids. I'm coming to see you next week for a little retwist, you know what I'm saying? Gotta get that right. Shout out to, and I like to, I'm so excited about this. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm super excited about this, Dread.
Tell me.
We are officially sponsors for the She Got Gang League coming to Nashville. Yes, Miss Cecilia Newman. Shout out to that queen in Memphis. She's bringing the She Got Gang League from Memphis to Nashville. It starts August the 15th through October the 10th. Games will be played every Sunday. It's 8 games plus playoffs, man. You can register yourself at SheGotGangLeague.com. The deadline is July the 31st. So any of you queens out there still think y'all got it, and you know, even if y'all got the Kenny Smith knees, man, y'all still think y'all got a little jumper, a little crossover, y'all go ahead, sign up for the She Got Gang League that's coming to Nashville. O.L.L.I is official sponsor, man. Shout out to all the sponsors who supporting that queen Cecilia Newman, man. She's doing big things. Her whole team down there in Memphis bringing that here. It's been in Chicago. Like, she's doing big things. So shout out to her, man. We really, really appreciate you for that. Yo, great show, man. I'm excited, man. We got the homie.
Yeah.
We got the homie.
It's been a while.
Yeah, man. We got to chop it up with the homie, see what's going on with him. Got everything going. So we ready. Let's tap
do
him
it.
in. Let's tap him in. We're going to tap in the homie. Here we go.
Yo.
What's good? What's good?
What's going on?
What's going on with y'all, man?
Man, chill. Light on. Let's light it on. Let's light on, baby. I see you.
Light it up.
Light on, baby.
I see you.
Oh yeah, man. We trying to do a little something down this way, man.
Man, you doing a lot of something, bro. You doing big things, man. Appreciate you for joining us too for the Soul Project show, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate y'all having me on, man. Appreciate y'all having me on. Like
Sure.
y'all said, man, it's been a minute, man. We been need to chop it up.
Yeah. Let's talk about it. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the Soul Project show followers and everybody.
Well, how everybody doing, man? I'm Coach. I'm Kevin Cobbs. Everybody call me KJ. So Coach KJ is usually what you will hear me referred to around the city or anywhere, man. So that's how everybody knows me. I'm the owner, founder of LightON Mentoring and Training. LightON is acronym for Listen Intently. God has truth overflowing now. So we just absolutely, man, just trying to be a positive influence in the athletes around this area. You know, we've starved. You coming from this area as well, Ty. You already know the need we had for a facility out this way where we could, man, help the athletes out more, where they could get the proper training that they do need and stuff like that, man. So I said, who else to do it than myself, man?
Yeah, for sure. That's dope. That's big. We're gonna take it back. We're gonna go back. You rep the city extremely hard. But we're actually originally from VA.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I moved down to Memphis, man, when I was 13. I moved back here. My mom and father, they're originally from here. So after my father's death, man, we moved away. So, well, they moved away. And then coming from Virginia Beach, where I was pretty bad youth, man. And so I was pretty, man, troubled in Virginia Beach. So sending me here in the when I turned 13, excuse me, which was my freshman year of school, going into my freshman year, which I, man, missed the whole semester in Virginia Beach. So that set me back, stuff like that, man. So, it was just a whole bunch going on. And the best thing that ever happened to me was moving to Millington, Tennessee, man.
Shout out to Milton.
So is the LightON, is that kind of why you felt the need to pull student athletes so bad, just because of your background and some of the experience as a youngin'?
Yeah, Dred, I feel like a lot of athletes are misunderstood, man. So I always wanted to give them a place where they can, man, be themselves but still get quality work, So that's why I'm attentive to the student athletes and trying to make sure that we're not just feeding their body, that we're feeding their mind also. With something positive where they can, man, it attached to them, where from this area, the stigma that's always been on that we didn't have the grades, that we couldn't do this, stuff like that. So I wanted to be one of the reasons why that went away. We're going to make sure that's why that goes away. So that's why we are here right now. Same thing y'all doing up there, man. Same thing y'all doing. Y'all dealing with the athletes, dealing with, man, multiple different youth, troubled youth as well, So I'm just trying to, man, have that here because we need it here, man. Especially in this little community of Millington, man.
Yeah. So that's what I was gonna ask. Like, being from Millington is such a small community, and how has LightON been received by the community?
Listen, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. LightON, it started in the garage. I'm gonna be honest with you. During the early pandemic times, we started in the garage. Just my son, Isaiah, my youngest son, Isaiah, and my nephew, Malik Curry, Mario Curry's son.
Yeah.
So, it started there, and we just with those two, it just kept getting bigger. Folks would see us post videos like, Coach, can I come work out with y'all? Come on. And then it just went from 2 to 10 to, man, 20. And then it moved to the personal training side as well with the older adults. So to answer your question, the city has, man, got behind it. The school, I trained the softball team, things like that. So everybody's gotten behind it, and man, it's been a blessing for real.
That's smooth. Now, back in the day, you before LightON, you was repping all real hard.
Man,
Real hard.
always, man.
What happened?
Man, listen, I don't know what happened. You feel what I'm saying, bro?
It's
But
an
I've
exclusive.
always,
We getting
y'all
an
know, man.
exclusive,
I'm
everybody.
always,
We getting an
huh?
exclusive. We getting an exclusive right now.
Yeah. So, man, y'all know, man, I'm always rep Ollie, man. I've always repped Ollie, man, from the beginning. When we was doing things in the park, man, I still have old memories from 10 years ago
Mm-hmm.
that pop up on Facebook from the O.L.L.I movement, man. And, man, me just being in the space that I was in, you know what I'm saying? I had to pull away from a lot of different things just to get myself focused, man. And I'm still going through a healing process from multiple things that I've had to deal with. So, I'm still going through a healing process, a growing process. And sometimes you have to be recluse to get those type of things, man. And man, it wasn't no love lost, man. I love y'all. Y'all my brothers. I always have been. I just had to do my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. And we love to see another black man doing this thing and doing well. It's always love.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
for sure, for
Y'all
sure.
know, man. It's always love with the O, baby.
And with that, man, the whole thing about healing, like, it's a process. It ain't something that's gonna happen overnight for anybody, man. We all go through, we all deal. Uh, and like I used to say, what is it? The helper needing help. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You don't pour yourself into other people's lives.
Yeah,
You need a
yeah.
refill. So
And I've been, I'm transparent as I can possibly be, man. Seeing a therapist and stuff like that, man. I just started. You know what I'm saying? So just being there, he was like, man, you've emptied out. I can tell that you're a giver, man, that you'll do anything, that you'll ride with people, man. But who's pouring back into you? You know what I'm saying? Who has poured into you and all the time? And my girlfriend, Jerica, man, she's really, really, really big on pouring in and being the support with anything that I've done. Like she was the first woman that ever supported my coaching and been anywhere like that. So we've always been like a team from the beginning. So she pushed me to this type of stuff. Jody Sneed, man, a big supporter. He's always pushed me, man. Just, always having somebody to talk to and bounce ideas off of, right? So, and just you have to have somebody that you can empty all that on from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
And also when you're emptying it out, they replenish you as well, man.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
But let's talk
And
about
it's a process. It can't go on nobody else's time. It's not contingent on how somebody else feels, man. You have to, like I said, be kind of selfish with your healing process until you get to that point where you can be like, okay, y'all feel good enough to be able to take on everybody else's stuff again.
yeah. But let's pick back a little bit more though, because mental health is real. Me and Ty were doing this past weekend, and that's one of the things that popped up.
Mm-hmm.
So especially when you're talking about athletes that play physical sports and stuff like that. What kind of things do you have the opportunity to talk about to those young men about mental health, of making sure they're good mentally as well as physically?
Yeah, you were breaking up a little bit, Dre, so I couldn't hear you. But the gist of what you were saying is, I'm gonna take it that you were saying, how do I pour into them as far as their mental health?
Right.
My whole thing is, and like I said, man, you always got to have people that'll talk to you about certain things, that'll call you on your BS and stuff like that. So I'm always honest, man. I'm always honest with them. So being honest with them, you can be honest with yourself. So when you looking in that mirror, you don't have nobody else to be honest with but that person looking back at you, right? So you have to be strong and you have to, man, be able to be transparent and open about certain things, man. When you're hurting, when you feeling, because you get depressed sometimes. Like athletes, man, people think it's all glamour and glitz. But what about when they have that bad game and the city turn on you?
Mm-hmm.
Or professional athlete. I'm talking about high school. I'm talking about SYS kids. We're not thinking about their mental health because it's just a game to them. Yeah, but you still have adults putting adult pressure on these kids the whole time to perform in a certain way. I'm pretty sure it's the same for your son, Ty, in basketball. You know, he just got is you see parents that put that extra on their kids, and sometimes, man, that stresses these kids out. And their release is to their coach. You know what I'm saying? We've all had coaches. Y'all all had coaches, so y'all know the relationship that you carry with your coaches. So having a coach that you can always come to, or your trainer or something like that that you can come to and just unload it, man, coach, I dropped 2 balls a game, man. I ain't feeling that, you know, man. Or I'm not getting the playing time that I feel like I should. Coach, what I do, man, I'm depressed. You know, my dad telling me I suck, da 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 da, so on and so forth. You know, they tear people down as well. You know, you don't think a parent is tearing them down, but that tears kids down as well if you're not putting it back in them as well. Because I'm a hard coach, and anybody knows how I am with my son, my youngest boy. I drive him hard. But at the same time, when I get on his butt or when I push him a different way, I always pull him to the side and be like, you understand why this is why I'm doing this. Because I see something in you that you might not see in yourself. So I'm going to push you to that. Now, as like my oldest son did, he said, Dad, I don't love football like you and Isaiah. That's cool. All right, what else are you going to do? Let's find out what's good for Israel. You know what I'm saying? Let's find out what's good for Hannah. So that's how I take it. I take those athletes like my kids, basically. So I'm gonna carry them, push you until you tell me, hey, this ain't for me, Dad, or this ain't for me, Coach, or, you know, Coach. I done had kids that trained that I was like, okay, man, we're trying to get you in college. We're trying to do this. And then they just like, Coach, I'm done. I done did it. High school was great. I want to do something else. Okay, let's find out what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Okay, so we as coaches, we always say student athlete first. How important is it for you as a coach, as a trainer, as a mentor, uh, to make sure that you pushing the academic standard first?
It's no athletics without academics. That's as plain as I can put it. I mean, if you want to progress and if you want to go to that next level, it's no athletics without academics. It goes hand in hand. You can't have one without the other.
Yeah.
It ain't. We're not trying to give that built-in excuse. Okay, let's prop 48 or let's try to go JUCO or let's try to do this. We want you to be eligible to be able to walk into any institute or university that you feel that you want to do academically. The athletics is the blessing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We have to use this before we can do all of this other stuff, right? So if we're not attaching the academics first, man, the athletics is gonna always fall by the wayside. So we push that hard. Like I'm working on an initiative with Mr. Neal in the Millington School District that I give discounted training to athletes that's holding the 3-point or better. Basically, they'll be getting training for free if they're holding that GPA and if they have ambition or if they have any want to go to that next level, right? So yeah, so we hold it, man, near and dear. You gotta have those grades, man.
Yeah. So now let's talk a little bit about you being a business owner operator, because you can look on social media and we can see all of the good stuff, exciting stuff. Nobody gets to see the work that got. Talk
Nah, man.
how important that work is, what that has been like for starting like.
Man, look, let me tell you, man. Just starting like I said, man, starting out in the garage with no overhead. I'm just working out the garage, so I'm just paying my rent. We just working, right? I'm just Amazon buying stuff offline, out of my own pocket, doing this. Everything that I've done out of pocket. No loans, no blessings, stuff like that. I've been blessed from different individuals, my mother and stuff like that. But other than that, we've been grinding. We've been on the ground, building from ground floor up, right? The whole thing is, man, the problems that I've seen is just getting everything together by myself. You know what I'm saying? So that goes from like building the facility part I laid the floor myself.
Mm-hmm.
I painted myself. I paid somebody to paint the whole place, but like the feature walls and stuff like that, man. And I did all that my stuff myself. I was in here at 3:30 in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, getting right back up, going to work. Still working a regular job, going to work at 6:15, 7 o'clock, but just trying to make sure that I'm getting this going, you know, late nights, early mornings. If you want it, you got to get out here and get it. No matter how hard it is, it's going to pay off in the end if you stay diligent to it, just like y'all have over the years, man. You just stayed diligent to it. You stayed steadfast to and believed in what you had. And that's all you got to do. If you believe it, as the saying goes, if you believe it, you can achieve it, right? So therefore, man, you just got to push yourself and don't quit and don't give up. When it gets hard, when it's looking ugly, when it's like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna get the $500 light bill paid with the rent paid. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I might not have had folks multiple signups this week. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to figure it all out, and you just got to have faith that it's gonna work out all the time, which it does, man. In the end, it always works out. So it's just, man, the grind. You got to be prepared for the grind when you're an entrepreneur, regardless of what you're doing in the restaurant business. If you out cutting grass, if you're trying to, man, run a training facility, if you're trying to run a mentor program, you have to be ready for the grind. That a lot of other people, just like you said, they see the glamour and the glitz, but they don't see the push through. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, man.
You mentioned your children, man. How has being a father helped you with this business?
Man, listen, being a dad, just knowing how to, just absolutely knowing how to go deal with different attitudes. That comes from being a coach for so many years as well. You know, just being able to mesh attitudes and pick up vibes from kids and stuff like that. So all that type of stuff, man, it's just, you know, it's just one of those things where my kids, like Izzy, I tried to, he played football. He played up to his junior year when he decided to quit. You know what I'm saying? Well, he decided to do something else. I ain't gonna say just quit, I don't want to put that on him, but he decided that he wanted to move his life somewhere else. Hannah never been in sports, never been worried about none of that stuff. She tried soccer one time. That was it. My baby boy is all about football, sports, and he's pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? So having them keeps me around, keeps me in the mix with his age group, with who I train. So, as they progress on, you want to get them young. As they progress on, you'll be with them for multiple years. And you can, man, put your imprint on them as well. And you try to be a positive imprint all the time, man.
Mm-hmm. Now, you get to be with these young, school them, talk, support them, and all that stuff. What can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Okay.
got you.
Tell me about that satisfaction to be able to see a young man grow and push further because of what you're doing and that influence that you have on them. How does that make you feel?
It's actually no better feeling in the world, Dred, for real, man. I can't even lie to you. Just the fact that them coming back and be like, "Hey, coach, I love you, man. I appreciate you," or shoot me a text, or "Coach, I'm gonna be in town. Can we get some work in?" That's the whole thing, man. And we always like my partner, man, Sneed for Speed, Jody. Like I said, we always, man, make sure that the kids, man, they feel like they love. You know what I'm saying? So they always gonna show us the love, no matter if you in Walmart or wherever. They hollering all the way from the other aisle, "Yo, go!" So and that feeling, that in itself, man, is a beautiful thing, man. So it's just that loving these boys, man, the way that you do, you get attached to them, man. So once you get attached to them, it's just like uh you it chokes you up from time to time, because like this jersey right here, that's Tommy Clifton's jersey, man. He gave me his jersey, his all-star jersey. You know what I'm saying? He had his dad, he had his granddad, he had all of those people that he could have gave to, but he chose to give it to me. That means so much to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I just, I know that he knows that I care. You know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest thing, that they know that you care, and they gonna always, man, love you forever. And as we get older, man, we want, hey, introducing some of them having kids and stuff now, man. Hey, man, it's Coach KJ, man. Da 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 da. Now you a whole nother generation that'll know who you are, man. And it's a legacy that you pass on and that you keep going on, that you want to, man, have. So yeah, man, it's just that fact, knowing that they love you, man. That gives me a overwhelming, man, feel of success. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had some success. Like, okay, yeah, you're doing something right, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And you just keep moving from there, man.
It's dope.
What's the ultimate goal for LightON? What do you have? The ultimate goal for LightON?
The ultimate goal for LightON Tide is just to maintain, man, to not fold, just to be here, just to be present for them, not just for a year, for multiple years, So kids, they'll always have a safe haven to come to, because I have a whole front part of the building as well where we do mentoring, where we can set up and have meetings whenever y'all want to come down and do an event, man. We got a place up here. You ain't got to look for no building. We got a spot. You feel what I'm saying? And we can attach everything in it. It's all in one spot. So this spot right here is a beautiful place because it's 5,000 square feet of whatever you want to make it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you make out of it. You just want to come up here and do your study time up here. I want you to have a place where you can have internet access. You can come in here, set up your laptop. If you want to get out the house, mom them on you, brothers and sisters them over there wilding out. You just need some peace sometimes. Come sit up in the front and get your work done. We train it in the back. You get done with your work, you come train in the back. It's real simple, So that's the end goal, just to stay, man, just to maintain. You know what I'm saying? Not to go anywhere, just to be right here, located here. If we're blessed enough to open up another lab somewhere where up the road. Because, see, I don't want to go. My whole thing is I want to stay on 51.
Yeah.
So that means the Atoka community, the Covington, the Brownsville, that way where they don't get the notoriety, or they don't get the folks don't travel up that road. Recruiters don't travel up that road. So it's just where I want to do is make sure that the Area 51 is good. That's what I call it, Area 51. So I want to make sure Area 51 is good. So I want to be able for them to come down and say, hey, we got a place here we can go to. We got a place over here next to Brighton that we can go to. That they can still get that quality work that they're getting in the city. They're getting good work in the city. And you have, man, great trainers out there like Greg Moore and Kevin, man, quarterback coach. And you just got whole different guys, Joe Means, DB coaches, man. You got multiple guys that's doing stuff, Sneed for Speed, and all of these other folks that's still doing stuff throughout the city, but we want to be able to have a place where they can come to Millington and do it as well, man.
Mm-hmm. So now, watching professional sports, this is just like a random question. If you had it your way, whether it's NFL, NBA, what players would you want to be able to pull to the side and either show them a tip or two, or get something in their head here that you feel like they don't have?
Man, that's a good question right there, bro. That's a real good question right there. And I'll just speak on my team, Baltimore, right?
Okay.
I would love to pull Hollywood aside and just, just hit them with some things of where, like, yo, you got it, but you got to have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, really want it. Like I understand that of course, Antonio Brown's his cousin and he works hard and stuff like that. But there was a switch that Antonio Brown had flipped that took himself to a whole nother level. I just want him to be able to achieve that, man, and stay patient. That would be one of the things that I would want to tell him. Still go get it, but stay patient, man. Don't get too far ahead of yourself where you can hurt yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
By different comments and things that you might say, and that. But any college player, if you always want to tell them to, man, be patient with what they're doing. That's my whole thing, man. Your time is gonna come if you putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? It'll be your time to shine sooner or later, you know. But it's all about having that patience to be able to go through that little storm of you, because most kids when they go to college and stuff like that, they were the man at their team, their respected team and stuff like that. So you have to understand, just like my son coming from 8th grade going into his freshman year. Yeah, you was the man in 8th grade year, but now you're a freshman and you're a freshman. Who cares? Right? Like, so go there, close your mouth, keep your head down, grind it out. Your time will come. Keep working. Your time will come. Don't come home crying to me. Your time will come. Are you working as hard as you can? Your time will come. And when they threw him in, 101 to the house. He took one back. So, that goes to show you. And when he walked off that night, I said, I told you, Doc. Like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, you did. So he tell his friends now. See how that trickles down to where now he tells his friends, hey, man, if you ain't getting that playing time, be patient, man. It's coming. Are you working? That's what he asked. I hear him on the phone. Are you working? Doc. So it's sticking when they start, man, trickling it down to their peers. You know what I'm saying?
You had opportunities to do this in other places. Like you had multiple opportunities to start this amazing program in other cities. What does it? How does it feel, and what does it mean to you to be doing what you're doing at home?
You just said it, man. We doing it here. That's that was the whole thing, man, of doing it here. Just I could have went back to VA or anywhere, but man, like I said, just doing it here, man, it's something special because we know what this city means to us, man. Everybody reps the Millville, man. If you rep the Millville, you know exactly how this city feels. Yeah, I know you not from here, but I know Ty and them and Bone and everybody then told you all that about how much they love the city, right? Everybody loves the city, and we want to rep the city. We want the city to be, what Memphis is. You know what I'm saying? We just want the notoriety. We want the love for this city, and just doing it here, man, it makes it even more fulfilling. I could have, man, set up shop out in the city. Many people tried to pull me to the city, tried to get me to come back to coaching, tried to get me to this. And I was like, nah, this is what I want to do. This is where I want to be. I have to do it here. I had to, So it just, what's the name? Yeah, I got, man, my people's coming in now. We rolling on in here.
I got you. So now you talked a little bit about some of the things that you were working on. What else do you have in the pipeline? What else do I don't have or you're working on that you actually got?
Well, man, we always gonna work apparel. So now, with me, now it's time to move into the apparel. I'm trying to get your t-shirts going and stuff like that. I wanted to get my base solid to where I had things going here, and it kind of runs on autopilot now. So now I can get my mind wrapped around some other things. Like I said, my girlfriend, she's a big integral part of everything that I do, as far as, the apparel, picking out if this is good and stuff like that. I don't have no say so on that. She's usually the final word on that. So yeah, she takes care of all of that. But all of the, the social media stuff and like that, I want to get a bigger influence on that. The Plugged In show, I started it, and man, I love Ty. Man, you gave me all the motivation that I needed to do that. You know what I'm saying? You inspired me to start the Plugged In show, which is going to highlight the athletes of East Tennessee. They have plenty of shows that deal. I mean, with West Tennessee, where we at. So they have plenty of shows in East Tennessee and plenty of things that highlight the kids of where y'all at, Knoxville, Nashville. Those kids get the big pub. I want to be the one to put the kids on from this area, the Mississippi, down that way where they're not getting that pub, where they're not getting the notoriety that they should, because there's ball players in Memphis. There's ball players everywhere. You just have to be able to find them. And what I want to do is, like the nephew, Bray. He's gonna be a guest on the show, man. We got different young men that's 4-star, 5 stars. young and up and coming freshmen. You know, that we got, man, everybody that I wanted them to have a voice. You know, hey, how you doing? But see, I don't want to just talk about just sports. You feel what I'm saying? I want them to be able to tell their peers about how they go about their day. You want to be a superior athlete, you want to do this, you want to get the notoriety that you want. This is the things that you have to do, man. And it ain't coming from your dad or your mom or uncle or somebody just trying to, what's the name? It's coming from somebody that's walking the walk that you're trying to walk. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, if you ain't gonna listen to them, who you gonna listen to? You know, but they got to have a voice though. You feel what I'm saying? So you want them to have a voice where they're not just talking about, hey man, I heard you got this offer from this. Man, that's beautiful. What's your support system like? How do you, man, cope with this type of success? How are you dealing with, you know, the ups and downs, the ebb and flows of life right now as a young adult, as a young teenager, as a young man, as a young black man out in the world, as a young white man, whoever it is, no matter what race you are, how are you dealing with the pressures of being a teenager and trying to navigate this whole thing with my stuff being on this? Because, you know, man, folks gonna critique it no matter what. You're always gonna have you're gonna have more people in line to critique you than you will, man, to say, hey, you're doing a great job, right? Yeah.
That's cool.
So yeah, I'm just reading. Oh, that's old Deb.
So let me ask you, with everything going on like socially, man, like I know you around young men every day that's affected by. I mean, we're all affected. Our culture is affected about
Mm-hmm.
things that has happened socially with the police brutality. You know, all of this. How's the mindset of those young men when they come around you? You know, you're expecting a great workout, but then you got to hear about a police shooting or something.
Kid getting killed.
Yeah, like
One of the partners getting killed.
yeah. Like so,
And
what do you say? How do you handle that?
like I told you before, man, I preach transparency. So you feel like, man, coach, I need to cry right now? Hey, man, cry. It doesn't show that you weak. It doesn't show that you bad anything. What it shows is that you are in touch with your feelings, man. You know where to place them at. So with all the things that go on socially, man, we talk about it. We address it. I mean, if you got an issue with it, because like I said, I have, man, adults and young adults of all colors, ages, and size, right? So when we in here, it is basically, man, we just one family. So whatever you need to talk about is family. That's what we're gonna talk about. If you need to go in the office and talk about it, we'll go in the office and talk about it. But if you have an issue, we all family in here. Let it out. You know what I'm saying? We want to hear about it. It ain't no, man, I'll shut up. We trying to work, you know. But like I said, you have to be able to check the vibe. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You have to have the vibe of everybody. So if you in touch with the vibe of the young adults, man, you'll be good because you can tell, okay, man, something wrong with Chris today, man. He ain't himself. He ain't come in here, you know, jumping out, bouncing off the walls. You know how some days you had a one, man, they come in, you like, man, you too lit today, man. Calm down. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll know, okay, something wrong with him today. He's not moving like he used to move.
Mm-hmm.
You all right? Did you sleep good last night? I asked those type of questions, man. How you sleep last night? You know what I'm saying? What you eat before you came here? Did you eat today? Because you have to ask these some of them, man. Did you eat today? And if you didn't eat today, doc, I'm blessed that they're comfortable enough with me to be able to say, nah, coach, I ain't had nothing to eat today. All right, let's shoot the wind. Let's get you some nuggets or something real quick before we hop in, man. Let's go grab you some fruit or something real quick. You're going to be straight to after the workout, then we'll get you a meal. You know, anything like that. But you have to have that whole, like I said, man, you have to be in touch, man. You have to be able to know what buttons to push and when to push them and know when to lay off the gas or when to push the gas. So it's just all about catching that vibe of each individual, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, sometimes that kind of training, part of it, anyway, being able to create that space, make sure that they can be. think they see things happening to young people that look like them.
Mm-hmm.
That can affect people. You know, it affects us as adults. I
It
can only
it does. It does, and you know, man, just being in it. You know, with the whole thing earlier with all the police brutality and stuff like that, man. I had them, my kids, my LightON kids, they was going down to the rallies together, black and white, with their signs, man. They wasn't having it because we're family and we understand, man, that it don't matter the hue of your skin. It's about what beat in your chest, you know. It's the content of your character, you know, man. So we just take it and we go on it like that, man. It's just real. It's a real simple thing. Okay. All right, Miss C. All right, see you later. But yeah, man, we got them in here rolling right now. They plugged in.
so.
We know you got to get to your training and
Oh yeah, man. We got to get to the bread.
but we just want to tell you, man, we appreciate everything you have going on. Anything, you know, from this end, you know, just let us know, promotion wise, whatever, however it is. We can sit down and discuss anything that we need to do. You know what I'm saying? As a team, there's no hard feelings for you jumping the ship and leaving us.
Hey man,
Leaving us.
listen.
No, I'm joking. I'm
Listen.
joking.
Listen, man,
Listen.
listen.
Look. I'm not gonna do that. We understand. We knew what it was, and we know what it is still. As far as the love goes, we never
Yeah.
questioned that. We understand where we knew the move. We knew the move before you knew the move. Actually, if you think about it, because we had these conversations like, bro, you have to do this. You're going
Yeah.
to do this, but it
Yeah.
has to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We
Right.
knew that. We knew your aspirations and everything, and that's dope. We're proud of you. It's good to see that
Yeah.
it's popping
And you
off
know,
the way
man,
it is.
but you know, one of the things as well, Ty, man, I had to do it, bro. You see what I'm saying? Y'all, it was just for me, man, knowing that I did, okay, you put this together. You did this, man. I mean, we all still a team. I'm still O.L.L.I all day, man. I've been O.L.L.I from the jump, from the Richter scale. You know what I'm saying? And tell them folks, I've been O.L.L.I man longer than a whole lot of folks. You did. You know what I'm saying? I got the receipts, baby. For real. We can go back plenty of days. I got all the old shirts. We got everything. Here you go, Queen. Whoever else need one.
Yeah,
Man.
you got a closet full of them. I remember being at the house. I was like, damn, we got more shirts than I do right now. Like I got
Every color, baby.
Yeah.
Every color, everything. Look, and you know my all-time favorite shirt, man. I'm still waiting for the marker. I'm still waiting for the what's the name, man. I need the joint, man. I need it. I need the God cover my star joint.
Yeah.
Man. We got to bring it back, bro. You been
Yeah. We gonna revisit that. we gonna revisit that one for sure.
Yeah.
For sure,
man. For sure. I need that, man. But man, I love y'all, brothers, man. I appreciate y'all for having me on, man. For real, man.
Already.
Always. My man. Hey, look. And when I get, man, next time I come through the way, man, I'm gonna pull up. Me and Zay been on a real live tour, man.
No, I see it, man. I'm proud of him too, man. He's doing his thing for sure, man.
He's doing it, man. He doing. I told him he still ain't better than me, but he still. He still. You ain't got no video to show. All right, I say, but listen, you can ask anybody. Just ask. That's all you got to do. They ain't gonna lie to you. Just ask. Say, hey man, was that 11 cold? And they gonna tell you, yeah, doc. Already. You know what I'm saying? But hey, on the low though, don't tell him I told y'all. He's gonna be better.
No, he's nice. He's nice.
He's nice, man. He's nice. But he works for it though, Ty. He worked. If he didn't work for it, I wouldn't even put it out there, man. He's with, Jody is a speed coach. So Sneed for Speed is a speed coach, man. So, we give him, he got feet, man. He got 2, 3, 4, 5, 12 feet on his throat at all times. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's letting up because we see it, and a lot of us didn't have nobody to push us to where we needed to go from this area. I'm speaking of myself, basically. If I would have had someone to be like, don't do this. Let's do this over here. Let's stay with this over here. stick with this over here. I promise. If you stick with it, you're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My family, we went the other way. We did a whole lot of things that we didn't have no business doing.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of us are still paying for that to this day.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want that life for him. I want him to, man, be able to live peacefully, man, and just be able to do what you want to do, go where you want to go, and be able to, man, live free. You know, but I know stress. The stress gonna be the fun that you gonna have. You know, so that's it, man. But
Shout
yeah,
out to
man.
Jody, man. We gotta get him on the show too. For sure.
Yeah,
We gotta
man.
get Jody
Yeah,
on the show.
you know, man. He's
Shout out to
actually,
Jody.
man. Congratulations to him, man. He took his team to state first year over
Word,
there at
word.
Los Angeles.
Congratulations. Good job.
Head to state, man. Congratulating him as well. Like, man, I have so many people that I just be wanting to tell thank you, man, too, for so many different reasons. You know, Daniel Hodges with Hodges and Tree Landscaping, man. He does a good job of supporting everything that I do down here. He was a big supporter. Of course, my mom. Y'all know moms, man.
Shout out to Mom. Shout out to Daniel. Daniel's cool.
Yeah, moms gonna always do what they do, man. You know, shout out to those folks, man, that support, man. Buki, Luis Garcia, Darren's older brother.
Yeah.
He's been a
Shout
big
out to
support,
Buki.
man.
All
All
of
them folks, man. To everybody. Shout out to the whole Millville, everybody. Shout out to y'all that way, man. We definitely need to get together, all of us, man.
So where can people follow you, man?
Oh, man, you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Kevin LightON Cobbs, or just LightON LLC, man. And you can find me on anything, Kevin Cobbs, all social networks, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram on that LightON LLC thing, man.
Cool, man. Thank you, bro. We appreciate you, dog.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all as well, man.
All right.
Love.
Love y'all brothers, man.
Love.
Mahalo, man. One.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great show, man. Great show.
What's up? Had the homie on there.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, that's dope. That was a good moment, you know, for him to share everything that he has going on, share everything about LightON, man. Doing big things. So military, y'all go support. 38053, man. Y'all go support. Follow. You know, send your kids over there, man. The best trainer in the city.
Yeah.
It's the only trainer in the city of Milton. Only trainer. But why not go get trained by somebody who's homegrown and he has cemented himself throughout their city,
right,
athletically, you know, just as a pillar of the community, man. So shout out to KJ, man, and everything he has going on down there in Millington, man. So y'all go support.
Yeah, we got to get down there and use that front part of that facility when it is.
Yeah, for sure, man. You know,
Take advantage.
do some mentoring and, you know, bless some people down that way, man. But we'll figure it out.
Thanks.
But hey, y'all check us out Friday, 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, with another great guest. I'm excited about Friday's guest, so y'all just join us. Tap in with us. It's Ty.
And Dread.
The Soul Project Show.
Gotta be a blessing, man. Be a blessing every day.
Choose love over hate. Hate is too heavy of a burden to carry. Shout out to all the Soul Project, O.L.Li sponsors. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to our family and friends. And guess what? It's time to get the hell out of here.
Peace.
Peace.